I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
Canelo, are you ready?
¿Está preparado?
I was born ready.
Considered by many to be, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world today. 4 division, 5-time world champion.
Oh, look at this guy.
He is now boxing's first ever.
Hey, Daddy, this is Dollar Beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
No matter what nobody say, man, spirit can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, any footage of a fight. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
He is the fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska.
He's good at what he do.
Hey, Daddy.
Undefeated WBO lightweight champion of the world.
Hey, Daddy.
BoxingVoice.com.
Taking, any credit away from Errol, he's a great fighter. He's good at what he do. But when
BoxingVoice.com.
you compare him to Terence Crawford, there's no comparison.
It's a Dollar Beat.
I'm just a better fighter.
BoxingVoice.com.
Sit back and watch this. I promise you something. I promise you something. All that shit you talking don't mean nothing. I can bump my guns at you, you can bump your guns at me, but at the end of the day, them two brothers got to get in the ring.
Hey, Daddy. It's a
BoxingVoice.com.
We've been here before. You trying to get there. Alright? I can tell you how it is to be undisputed. You can't tell me shit.
This is Dollar. Hey, Daddy.
Y'all support y'all fighter. Let's come together, make this event a success.
BoxingVoice.com.
Everything about Terence Crawford is better than Errol Spence Jr.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
Boxing fans, are you ready?
Hey, Daddy.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to those just tuning in. We're here every day, same time, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 7 o'clock Eastern, to bring you the latest and greatest. And today, we got a special one. Man, who would have thought Terence Bud Crawford would be in Omaha one day, in the United Kingdom another day, and then in my beautiful home country the very next day? I've actually sent the team a message just to find out that they charter a private jet and have undefeated Steven Nelson flying them around, since they had a fly through 3 different countries because he literally was just in the United Kingdom as a key testifying witness for Brian Bomac McIntyre to get him out of jail. And it seems right from London, they went to the Dominican Republic, to Punta Cana for the WBO convention. What's important that's going on in the WBO convention in the Dominican Republic? Well, like any convention for any sanctioning body, that's where everything gets ordered. Everything goes down. So right now the WBO is meeting in the Dominican Republic, and they've already ordered Terence Bud Crawford to be the #1 challenger for the winner of Tszyu versus Brian Mendoza. Now, this doesn't mean this is what Terence Bud Crawford wants. This is just what the WBO is doing. Now, I did put in the message to the team asking, are they going to request WBO Super Champion status or activate that status and try to fight the champion for the WBO 168-pound belt the way that Canelo did once upon a time. Now, obviously, Canelo was not activating that status to challenge the champion 3 divisions above, but there's been no greater WBO champion than Terence Crawford over the last few years. He's defended his belt at the welterweight division a total of 11 times. He's had that belt at 140 and undisputed it. He had that belt at 147, and it took forever, but he got the rest of those belts to make it one happy family, and he even had that belt at 135. So I'm hoping Terence does petition to the WBO so that he can activate that super champion status and then challenge Canelo for the 168-pound WBO belt, 3 divisions above. But right now, we're solely discussing that Salvador Rodriguez of ESPN, a.k.a. Chava, has already reported that the WBO has named Terence Crawford not the mandatory challenger, but basically the mandatory challenger. So after this, he is next. They must face him. In a way, this works. This gives Jamel an opportunity to fight his IBF mandatory, a little tune-up off the loss. Gives Crawford the opportunity to get the belt off of Tszyu, Mendoza winner, and then all winners meet for undisputed. It does give Crawford the ability to try and be undisputed in more than 2 fights. He gets the belt from the winner, Tszyu Mendoza, and then he faces the winner of Jamel Charlo and Mulatayev or something like that. Some name like that. But this is what we're going to be talking about. You know the number to call in. Phone lines are working today. We got no issues. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Twitter Spaces available. Discord available. Landline wide open for anybody that wants to call in and express their self on this topic, express any opinions you may have. This is the voice of the people. What do you think about this potential matchup for Terence Crawford? Is this a route that you like? Or would you prefer to see him do something else? Once again, you can call in 1-425-569-5241. Twitter Spaces is available. If you're not following us on Twitter, it's at THABOXINGVOICE on X Spaces, formerly known as Twitter. We got a couple super chats we need to get to. Salute to everybody rocking out. Remember, we're doing this every day, Monday through Friday, twice a day. 6 a.m. Breakfast Club of Boxing, and right back at you at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and your respective Eastern times for that, which would be obviously 7 Eastern and 9 a.m. Eastern. We got Tip Bellis that says, speak it into existence. Brandon Lee versus Ryan Garcia. Yeah, I don't know that that's what I want, but hey, to each his own, champ. To each his own, for sure. Looks like we got a members chat here. We got OQ Temple, member for 1 month on that champ level. He said, is SDX Renzi? Okay. Let's start this off right. It sounds like full-time undisputed to me. Clean up the 154 belts, then still go smash Canelo at 168. Honestly, that would be great. I don't know that he got that many fights left in him. You know, he certainly wasn't talking like he wanted to have that many fights. I mean, in a perfect world, that alone is 3 full fights, right? You know, the one to get the belt from Tszyu Mendoza winner, the one to undispute with Charlo and his IBF mandatory winner, and then the one to get Canelo Alvarez at 68. That alone is 3. Now, not too many more when you consider he only wanted 2 and done, 1 more and done to accomplish the goal and actually add to that goal, because he only wanted to be 3-time undisputed. This would be an entirely 3rd time that he wasn't even this would be 4th time that he wasn't even considering. If he's able to get 54, be a 3rd time, then go back up to 68 and get another time. But we got some phone calls. Bear with me. Let me just get to these super chats. McLovin, what it do? Welcome to that contender level. Might as well upgrade to that champ level so you can make that money back. But we appreciate you nonetheless. And we got M. Diesel with the $5. He says, I'm not mad at Bud grabbing a strap at 54 and welcoming Mel back for all the marbles. If he go undisputed at 54, retire as a legend and call it. I hear you. I don't want him to retire at 54. I'm sorry. I'm stingy like that. I'm selfish. I want more. Carlos, Delano County, what up?
Exactly like you said. Don't retire. Forget the 154. The topic in the morning was that Dana White. What was he saying about boxing being dead? Let's get that super fight, baby. Let's get that circus. Let's get that Crawford and Canelo.
Let's go.
That's it. Have a blessed day. I'm the new member, so I'll be looking for all that good stuff.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're going out to Khaled, Indiana. Talk to us.
What up, bro? How you doing?
Chilling, baby. What's good with you?
Everything good, bro. Hey, yeah, bro, I like this route. I like the Tszyu route. Go ahead, take his belt, even though I think that'll be a good fight. I do got Tszyu winning that fight against Brian Mendoza, hopefully. So yeah, I like that. That's still a big payday for Bud. We got to get Charlo back acclimated to 154, put him in there with Lubin. Then we get the super fight for all 3, for the whole undisputed belt at 154. I like that route. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Neff, I ain't gonna hold you. All this Bud fighting Canelo, bro, is really just, I don't like it, bro. I know, and I know you want to see it, bro, but it's really just Bud looking for a payday. Like, if we gonna say Charlo was looking for a payday, then it's Bud looking for a payday. I don't know if it's challenging for greatness. I don't know if it's trying to. That
don't mean 2 things can't be right. He could be looking for a payday, but he could be the one. He could be the one. He could be the one to crack the code. That's all I'm saying. Like, we never thought Jamel had more skills than Crawford, so we can't let what Jamel did turn us off or away from the Canelo Crawford fight, because we never said he was better than Crawford. We always thought he was going to get beat by Crawford.
That's fair, but like, just the same question marks that we have as far as carrying the weight, not being acclimated. Like, who? Then it's like, are we just disrespecting Mr. Alvarez by even playing with him like that? Like, why are we playing with him like he's just not Canelo?
He started down there too, so ain't nobody playing with him. It's just they, he not the biggest dude. It's like JT was saying yesterday. You feel me? If you a coach, out of everybody at 68, Crawford match up better with Canelo just because of the statistics. Like, they both 5'8". The reach is closer. Yeah, obviously
Yo,
Canelo
we
gonna be
said
more
that.
full.
Yo, we said that about Charlo. We said Charlo
Bruh,
taller. He got the longer reach, but
who I pick? Who I bet on? Charlo,
no,
not
yeah, I
Crawford.
know. That's it was out there, but these, yo, you right. You picked Canelo, but the same type of narrative, like we was bringing up those same points about same height and all that. But I've been up here though, like Mr. Alvarez been up here. He's acclimated. He got several fights in up here. You jumping up, thinking that your body gonna respond to 168, and that 168 punch is different. Like everything's just different. Everything sounds good in theory, but like once them bodies get up there and you got to carry weight and move around, like it's just different, bro. But that's where I'm at with it. I'm not going against you. You my man. Actually, I am going against you, but it's okay. Either way, I'm fine. I want to see the 154 route, but that's my call, bro. I appreciate you, love.
It might have to do with sparring, man. Maybe Jamel ain't have heavy hitters in there. You feel me? Again, we all thought the same thing. We all seen and heard the same thing. You know, he felt Earl was the biggest puncher he been in there with. That don't mean that this fighter will do the same thing. Crawford don't have to follow in Charlo's footsteps. He could easily start sparring, people that can have him feeling that power of 68 pounders for real. He might call Edgar Berlanga. Now again, it's different because it's not just power, it's Canelo's power and skill, but you could get some people to replace that power, to mimic that power, I believe. But I got Mad Bent 100. He on that champ level. He sent a $2 super chat. Daily dose of Tanquil. Charlo, go back to 154 and become two-time. Two-time what? Because he got to win a belt to become two-time. And, I guess you meant two-time undisputed, but I don't know about that. $2 more from Mad Ben says, second, nobody beats Charlo at 54. Nobody regardless. Okay. He says nobody beats Charlo at 54. Are you tripping? Because you're not considering, obviously, the man that we're talking about, the one, the only, Terence Bud Crawford. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we already had him winning before the fight was even ever announced. Like, so I'm like a little bit lost why all of a sudden we afraid of what he looks like or doesn't look like compared to what Jamel did or didn't do. It's like, I'm pretty sure most of us was picking Crawford to beat Jamel. That was the consensus around the boxing world. So just a little confused, but the phone lines are open. If you want to call in, voice your opinion. We got Fats on the check-in, Twitter Spaces. What up?
Yo.
What's up?
What's up? What I tell you yesterday, yo? What I tell you yesterday? I told you that shit. That shit was just some pump up shit, bro. Like, y'all think about it. Like, what Crawford after the Earl fight, he came out and was like, he was still on that humble shit, on that, weight class was his weight classes for a reason. I think Bomac and or Al Hain, one of them got in his ear, said, man, if you don't tell him you went from old school Chevy to Beamer Coupes, got 100 niggas with you, and we all going to shoot, man, you better pop your shit. You better pop your shit after that win. Like Crawford just, you know what I mean? He enjoying his moment. Like he making sure he pump up his name, so no matter who he fight next, like we want to see who he fight. You get what I'm saying? Like he was never fighting one of them guys at 68. That shit was fairy tale. I told y'all that shit wasn't realistic, man. Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't ready to say he ain't fighting them guys yet. Just cause this the WBO ordered this. He just got there. He didn't petition for this, so like,
Yeah, but I'm saying he wasn't making that jump anyway. Like, to me, it was all promotion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was all promotion, so that way we'll, you know what I mean, tune in and see his next fight, whether he fight Tszyu or Jamel Charlo. But I never saw him jumping up straight to 68 and fighting Canelo. Like, that just wasn't. That just didn't seem realistic to me, especially when they first asked him about it. He kind of was like, nah, like it's weight class for a reason. Like I think that's his makeup. Like you know what I mean? I think that's his makeup. Like Bud seemed like a real down to earth stand up type dude. Like you feel me? Like I think he just was popping that shit for promotion. You know what I mean? Like cause he a big star now. You feel me? So. He just putting his name up there with dude, you feel me? Because he already fucked Earl up. You know what I'm saying? He already fucked Earl up. Earl showed you Earl wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? If Earl beating the shit out of Jamel and sparring, come on, man. Like the next person for me to go at you know what I mean, put my name at there is Canelo. You get what I mean? Like ain't really ain't nobody else who can stand next to him. You feel me? Like, but and I don't think Canelo was ever taking that fight. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see him doing the unthinkable like that. Yeah, Bud a good name and Bud is a great opponent, but you gotta think about it from your boy perspective, yo. He not gonna get credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Like if he beat him, he don't get credit for that. It's like you supposed to beat him, dude. Coming up 3 weight classes for you, like you know what I mean? Like you handle business like you were supposed to if you beat him. You feel me? Like
So
I would say it's a good win.
Is you gonna campaign if he undisputed at 54 and still talking that Canelo shit?
I mean, if he do what he do. I would watch the fight. I would still support the fight. That's one of my favorite fighters. But I just don't see him just jumping. I just don't see him just jumping from 47 to 68. Now, if he gradually go up, you know what I mean. I could see that. I could see him going to 154, then making that jump right away. I think that's the better way to do it. But the straight jump from 47 to 68, I think that's a little bit too much. But I appreciate it.
All right, Dom, I see you. What up? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up while we waiting for Dom to connect on Twitter Spaces. Dom, I got a $2 super chat from the neutral corner that says, if Bud stops Charlo, then the Canelo fight is legit. Okay, so if he stops a 54-pounder, it's legit. But I get it. It would be a common opponent that he would have stopped. Someone that Canelo didn't get to stop. Dom, jump out, jump back in. We going to Zorro. Alex, what up?
Hey, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, perfect. I love this. I think this is something that it makes a lot of sense. He says he wants to undispute another division, and I think this is a fight that I think it will excite the boxing world. I expect Tszyu to win versus Mendoza, and I think the way that Tszyu's been moving, right? He's been trying to get that Charlo fight, didn't get it, threw in Tony Harrison. Then he went for the quick turnaround. Was supposed to fight Charlo still. Charlo had to pull out still with his injury. Fights Campo, 3 months later, knocks him out first round. And now he's fighting a guy that just beat, one of the top 154 pounders, knocked the dude out in one of the knockouts of the year. So he's able to defeat Mendoza. I think, I don't think Tszyu can get any bigger without fighting a pound for pound talent. He's been trying to get the Charlo fight. Charlo jumped up 2 weight classes. So to him to fight Terence Bud Crawford, I think it's a great fight. I think it'll be pay-per-view worthy. I think their styles, they mesh well. The only thing I would have to say is, all right, he beats Tszyu, then what? Because we're not for sure Charlo, he says he comes back to 54, but he has to try to see exactly where he is weight-wise, how he feels. How does it feel? What is it that he really wants to do now that, he's got the Canelo money in the bank? Now he had to drop down 14 pounds, which he looked like he did put on weight. It didn't look the best, but still, now he has to go ahead and remove mass off his body. So if I were Crawford, I would say definitely try to get that Charlo fight over everything, because if he wants to get undisputed at 54, because once belts start getting stripped, it becomes a longer road. But I do like the Tszyu Mendoza winner. I think it makes a lot of sense instead of jumping up 21 pounds to fight one of the best pound for pound fighters. go up another weight class. It's going to be the first fight in 10-ounce gloves too. People never bring that up. So it's a great test to see exactly how that's going to feel to go to, possibly to be scheduled for 12 rounds and see how does your punches, what effect they cause within those 10-ounce gloves. So I love it. I think it's a great move, and I can't wait to see exactly what gets produced after this. Ness, thank you for the time.
All right, all right. I was just gonna say, going after the Charlo fight isn't a given that he gets a shot at the 3 belts that Charlo has plus the ring, because Charlo has to fight his mandatory for the IBF. I don't even know how to pronounce the guy's name, but it's with an M. And that guy has taken step aside quite a few times already. So that means he can possibly take it again or
You may
not.
feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
He may feel like it is his time now that Charlo just lost, and it's going to be a struggle to come down and wait. And I'm with Alex. I don't know that Jermell is going to take that fight, right? Like, he's been ordered. He's got 30 days to negotiate. He just came off the biggest fight of his life where he made anywhere from 10 million and up. And we're asking him to come back down to fight Bakaram Muratalaliv. I don't know. Let me see what the fuck. Mortaziliv? I don't know. Never heard of him. But, I mean, I've definitely heard of him, but not the pronunciation of that name, I'll tell you that. But he been there for a minute. Like, he took step aside money about 3 times already, this guy. And he isn't active. So it's not like Charlo would be afraid to come down. Like, if you got to struggle to come back down and wait to fight anybody, you probably want to fight this dude who hasn't fought all year yet. Last fought back in December of 2022. And, before that, he fought in March of 2022. And before that, it looks like he fought July 21, one time in that year, and one time in 2020, and it looks like a good 3 times in 2019. So if there was ever a time to jump on this guy, if I'm Charlo, it's now, you know. And same could be said for Bakaram. If there's ever a time to jump on Charlo, it's now. Him having to come down those extra pounds and get back acclimated and things like that. But before we go to the next caller, I got Tyrone the Great. He says, Mad Bent, is smoke some good stuff tonight. All right, I guess he must have smoked some good stuff. But we got Avery Jones, $2. He said, y'all gonna get Bud seriously hurt. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I don't see that happening, but everybody's entitled to an opinion. Don Juan.
Yo,
What up?
salute TBV. I actually, going off what Zoro said, I actually like, the idea of the winner of the Tszyu Mendoza fighting Crawford next. That'd be lit. And more importantly, at least, for my liking, I'm trying to actually see Charlo fight this mandatory. Because, in my opinion, after that shit performance he just put on, like, he needs to come out and knock this dude out impressively. You know what I mean? For me to actually, rock with him again. Cause that shit he just did, that shit was crazy. That's just my opinion, though. But like I said, Crawford, Zoo, yes, I'm with that. Because I got Zoo beating Mendoza. But it's going to be a good fight. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Thanks for calling in. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit up that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's absolutely free, so I do need you to go ahead and do that. Trying to get to that next level. Majid, what's going on?
You can hear me?
Yep.
Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Let me step outside. I feel like with this shit, I don't even understand it. Like I feel slow on this one. say he ordered for some, some shit at 154 when he officially ain't really at 154. And I like, he said that he had two more fights. He wanted to do about two more fights and retire. And I'm like, we would assume that it would be for a bigger dollar, So I feel like with Zoo, because I'm assuming he beats Mendoza and shit. Like this dude got him a nice little fanfare over there, across the waters and shit, in Australia. I don't really see that being a realistic option or whatever. I feel like, Charlo got 30 days to figure out what he gonna do. We gonna be waiting for that Mendoza, to Zoo winner whenever they fight. So I feel like with him having all those belts at 147, that leaves the negotiating, for different variables. Like might just say fucking and fight somebody at 147 to like, just let the time pass and see what the fuck happening. But I just can't like business wise, I just can't really see what would entice him to actually do that shit. Like, 'cause, like school me if I'm just slow, cause I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I think that is something good, but I'm like, if a nigga say he trying to be 3-time undisputed, I'm having a hard time seeing the path to undisputed with them going through their little, mandatories with Charlo. These two people, fighting for the title. Like, if he fights Zoo and beat him, what would be the path to undisputed? Like how is this shit panning out? Like, do Charlo got one mandatory or do he got two or three? You know what I'm saying that he gonna have to do. So I feel like, if they get that shit on, hardcore shit, we watch it. But just like business wise, I don't really see what to keep him interested in the Zoo. Like I'm like what would make him not want to fight like a fucking Keith Thurman and shit for the money that they might pose for a Zoo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not understanding it. I guess in time I see what the fuck panning out, but this shit just don't seem realistic at all to me and shit. Like for somebody last two fights, I can't see Zoo being one of them. It's not a household name or nothing. Maybe in Australia, but in America, I just don't see how that shit, go. I'm like, well, fuck. You got even boots that I feel like Americans would be more, like souped up about that shit. So I can't call it, man. I'm gonna have to sit back and learn something on this one because that don't seem realistic on the business tip. But I sit back and take some notes. That's all I got.
All right. It's strange, right? Because I never thought Crawford would go to Australia, but I feel like that's where there's more money for this fight for Crawford is in Australia. Um, we'll see. I mean, his legacy is already signed, right? So if they giving him the right amount of money, I guess he'll go. JB, what up?
Yo, Ness, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, man. Hey, man. I don't mind this, man, but it's not what we want, man. We really want to see Bud go after that Canelo scout, man. But if this the path he got to go through, man, it is what it is, man. Do I? Well, honestly, man, let's talk about the guy that's holding three belts in this division, man. Like, ain't nobody want to see him, man. Why, Ness, man? Like, why would he? Why would he even stay in this division right here, knowing that he about to hear the footsteps of Crawford and shit in 154? You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't it be easier for him just to vacate the belt, though, Ness?
I
Like nobody
mean,
really cared to see him.
we don't know what
Nobody
he
really
gonna
cared to
do
see him on
yet.
TV.
I think we're
I'm
gonna
just let's
find
keep
out in
it.
the next 30.
But Ness, let's keep it a bean though, man. Like, do you care to see Charlo on TV again, man? Like, couldn't he just easily hide at 160 with at that irrelevant division and just go ahead and let Bud just go ahead and do his thing at 154? Let Bud get the big fight with Tim Tszyu. Like matter of fact, man. You know what? I think didn't Charlo say his brother gonna get his get back with Caleb Plant? Why don't he just go get his get back from Jared Hurd, man? When Jared Hurd smacked him and make that fight at 160. Why don't he do that, man? Because at the end of the day, man, I don't care about anything with the Charlos, man. If the Charlos step foot in the ring with Bud after Bud beats whoever wins this fight, which knowing you, man, I think you're pretty fond of Brian Mendoza, man. So I'm probably gonna watch some more old footage of Brian Mendoza, but I like Zoo, but I'm probably gonna try to hedge my bet or whatever, man. But whoever comes out on top, Bud's gonna beat. After that, man, if Charlo's
not willing to give up the belts, man, he's gonna get his ass whooped. Also, I see CYP listen to the show, man. I want to know how he's gonna defend this banter right here. But anyway, but either way it goes, man. Ness, appreciate the shows as always, man. And for answer Sid's question, unifications trump mandatories, man. So long story short, there's always a way for the fight to happen. I'll holler at you.
All right. Before we go to the next caller, let me get to hold on. Once again, the number to call 1425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Let me see here. Jay Billy, what up?
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Yo. Yes, sir. Shout out Ness putting in that work. Ness, is this a Bud Tim Zoo show?
Well, it's a Bud. WBO made him the mandatory to the winner of that fight.
Okay. So if I recall right, last month or a little bit after the EJ fight, I was bringing up Zoo as a side option just in case the Canelo route don't go the right way. And you and Danny was going back and forth with me like, "Hey man, it's about legacy. Read the tweet. You're not listening.
Yeah, I mean, you
See this
still
guy.
not listening. This ain't
This
Bud.
guy. This
This
guy.
ain't Bud. This ain't Bud. This ain't Bud. It's not
All right.
Bud.
So you just saying that the WBO was ordering it, but
Yeah.
you also said, just said too something that like I don't know opposes what you said last month talking about going to Australia. And both of y'all was saying, "Oh, his team already said he ain't going to Australia." Hey,
They
man,
did.
I
They
need y'all
did.
to listen.
They
I need
did.
y'all to listen to Jay Billy. Jay Billy got the sauce, and when I spit it to you, you know what I'm
They
saying.
did
Just
say they
take it
wouldn't
in.
go. They
Just
did
take
say
it.
they
Just
wouldn't
take it
go.
in and receive it.
They
Just
did
take it
say
in
they
and
wouldn't
receive it.
go. They did say they
Cause
wouldn't go. But
when I speak it, and you believed it, they received it,
yeah,
and we
get
get it.
out of
You know what I'm
here.
saying? I'm just
Ain't
saying,
nobody do
you
nothing,
gotta
bruh. You
you
still
gotta
you
ride
still
with me.
assuming.
I'm not assuming.
Of course you
I'm just
is.
saying, this just in case that I was talking about last month is looking pretty likely right now. It's looking pretty likely. This route is looking like the most likely route, if not the EJ fight. Like I was saying in the chat earlier, I was going back and forth with Optimus Prime. He was calling me an EJ fan. Hey man, Bud is my number one favorite fighter. EJ is a close two, but at the end of the day, as a unified champ, he still is deserved his rematch. I don't care what happened in the first fight. If that man wants a rematch, he deserves it because he paid the cost to be the boss. You feel me? He fought the champs to get the belts. He was unified. Whatever happened in that Crawford fight doesn't negate what he did in the past. So if he wants the rematch, yes, he deserves it. Yes, Crawford is a superior boxer. I don't see too many ways how Spence can beat Crawford. But yes, does he deserve it? Yes. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Ness, you feel me? When I'm spinning that hot five, I just need you to let it just marinate. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so quick to this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. You feel me? Because then you pushing the narrative. You pushing the narrative when we all know we all hardcores. We all know we all watch this shit. We wouldn't be calling in if we wasn't hardcores. You know what I'm saying? So Jay Billy looking like an oracle again. So I'm really liking this route. If Crawford does go this way, I'm glad the WBO is ordering it because it opens up a path for him if the rematch doesn't happen. You feel me? You still there?
I'm
You
here.
muted up.
I'm here.
Yeah. So what was you saying? Basically, it's just gonna be ordered by the WBO, or it's a potential.
I mean, obviously it's a potential because it's being ordered, but it doesn't mean this is what Crawford wants. This is just another option for the man with options.
Oh God, and that's all I'm saying. This man's got plenty of options. I most definitely want to see the rematch. You know, like I said, we've seen too many fights to show a fight, especially a big fight like this, a big rematch. We ain't in the business of shelving no fights. We can't just disregard a fight because we don't know what's gonna happen. You feel me? It's been too many times that there's been fights and it went the opposite way of what we thought. But yeah, man, I'm gonna tap back in. Somebody say something, but you know, just listen to that hot fire, man, and let it marinate.
You
You
may
know what I'm
feel
saying?
like it's your
Speak it, believe it, receive it.
but it's not your time.
I hear you, man. We got a counterpunch from Stick Talk Boxing. What up? While we wait for him to connect, I'm dropping the Discord link and the landline, the number if you want to call in the live chat. Stick Talk, you might need to jump out, jump back in completely. I'll try and wait before I go to anyone else. Unmute your mic now. You still muted. Nope. Yeah, you might need to jump out. Right now, we're at 182,183. So we still need a good about 400 more to get to that next goal of 1825. So if you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Stick Talk, I need you to jump out, jump back in. CYP.
Yo.
What up?
I'm on the road. I usually don't be for these shows. I be super busy, but somebody told me, "Hey man, come to the 4 o'clock show, man. Come on, man." So I said, "All right, fuck it. Listen, I looked up something. I found something strange. Marvin Hagler was 62, 2-2 when he fought Leonard, and Canelo is, he was 62 and 2. Canelo is 62, 2-2. Hagler was 60, 2-2. Shit is fucking crazy how identical them dudes are. The difference is, I believe Canelo is better than Hagler. And I believe that Bud could be as good as Leonard, but maybe not as good as Leonard. So I would say don't move up because the chances you winning that fight are slim. Because my man Leonard went up 2 divisions, you're going up 3. So it's even harder for you because you're going up 3 and you're fighting a fighter that I think is better than Hagler was in Canelo. It's good for you for the money if that's only if Canelo accepts the fight. I don't know if he necessarily will because it's really a lose-lose for that man, especially if his money's already guaranteed based on the opponent. So I wouldn't do that. What I would do is I would go to 154, get that belt, and then go to 160, get that belt. You got 5 divisions. Because I don't think undisputed is happening anymore because there's too many belts. Dudes ain't really doing that. That undisputed double, triple tag, that shit ain't happening no more. Dudes ain't even willing to line up for that. But I say this to say this. Any of y'all who think rubbing Charlo's loss in my face is going to work, you have to understand something. I was here years ago, here and the back call telling you, Jermell is going to be undisputed at 154. Nobody fucking rock with me. I rock by myself this whole time. He became undisputed. I don't need nothing else. He ain't got to beat Canelo and beat this dude. I did something that y'all motherfuckers thought wouldn't happen. I stayed with a dude all the way through undisputed, through losses, through draws, through all that shit, and I came out on top. Everything else is extra for us, my guy. Y'all need to get to your fighter, tell me who he is, and then rock with his motherfucking ass. Because I'm good. Charlo, I'm proud of you. Your performance was subpar. It ain't gonna stop me from supporting you, my guy, because a guy named Roberto Duran quit, and they still call him a warrior and a legend, all that shit. And he quit. Quitter. No más, no más, no más. Cinco, cinco, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Ocho. Finito. That's what he did. And the fans still love the man. Your career's not over. Keep doing what the fuck you doing. Don't let these motherfuckers bother you. They only jealous because you young, fly, and flashy and talk that shit. And Canelo didn't actually put you on your ass. See, that's the only reason they mad. CYP had to bless this call, but let y'all know, ain't nobody tripping on the shit y'all gotta say. But real talk, Bud, I fuck with you. You're one of my favorite fighters, but I just don't believe that 168 is something you should be doing. I think that's bullshit. Go fight the winner of Tszyu and Mendoza. Go get that bag because it's gonna be a lot of money for you and it's legacy because you get another belt. CYP out.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Stick talk. We hear
Yo,
you.
yo,
We hear you.
yo. What up? What up, Ness?
What up?
How you doing, good brother?
Oh man, just another show. Loving it.
Hey, you remember after like a week after the Bud fight when I had that call of gloat when I counter punched you and you we talked and I said in a perfect world when they strip Charlo they gonna make the Bud and Tszyu fight and then Bud and Charlo fight for a third undisputed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it happened.
I
Well, it's
mean
happening.
that Baccaram thing is a problem. Charlo gonna have to do his part. He gonna have to get back down and weight and defend that IBF, and he gonna have to negotiate that in less than 30 days now. So he gonna have to be dead ass serious in order for that to come true. Cause I feel like that belt might get vacated. I feel like I bro, come on, man. He made all that money. Come on, like Earl's still in Aruba. Earl went from Ibiza to Aruba. Like he probably gonna go to Jamaica next. So it's like, what is Jermel gonna do? You think Jermel really about to get back in the gym in 30 days? I don't see it. I
You
think he
know what?
vacating.
If I don't know, if he got his eyes set on redeeming himself, yes, he would. He'd
I
come
hope you're
down there
right.
and he put hands and feet on this Baccaram dude. Baccaram, that's his name.
That's his first name. We're gonna just say that one because that last name tough.
My nigga Baccarat. Yeah, but yeah, not Mel got a maybe he got it in him. I don't know. I don't know if that Canelo whooping took something out of him, but he's still champion at 154, and there's another big fight with Bud. He better get on his shit, and I hope he is.
Yeah, I mean,
But
look, you
yeah,
don't get many of these super fight opportunities. If he can retain that belt, defend it, you're right. It gives him the opportunity to do what Bud did, become a two-time male undisputed if he beats Bud, and if not, Bud becomes three-time.
yes, and he'll have his second big fight.
Yep. So the motivation is there, but we got to see, is he going to do it?
Hope so. All right, man. That's my call, man. I ain't want nothing other than that.
All right. Salute to Troy Isley,
Salute.
yo. Fucking Troy Isley said, keep that same energy after I beat this. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you in tough, champ. I love it, though. Bite down. Bite the fuck down. Uh-oh, he training with Isu, too. I see you. I see you.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Who this guy? Who is this guy out here posting pics with Tank? This old, bro. My man reposted a pic with Tanky. Like he just got rounds with Tank. Come on, man. All right, my bad. Let me get to what we got here. Looks like Dwayne Lewis, $2. Do you think Crawford stops Tim or Mendoza? I mean, it's tough to say, man. It's really tough to say. Everybody just automatically believes that his power is gonna carry. I don't know, man. It's just tough to say. But Why is this being difficult? Got it. All right, all right. Who is next? Okay. Average boxing fan, talk to us. Yo. Average boxing fan. LV Slugger. LV.
Hey, TBV, y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, man, I hopped in late, so I mean, I'm just gonna ask a few. Like, this is confirmed or this just like a rumor?
Nah, this confirmed. WBO is announced, according to ESPN's Salvador Rodriguez, that they have named Crawford the mandatory to the winner of this fight.
So I guess we're not getting the EJ rematch. That's
Yeah,
that's
this. I mean, that don't got nothing to do with this. Like, you know what I'm saying?
okay then. Okay, so I mean, like as far as the rematch, is that still confirmed though? Like, at welterweight, is that still supposed to be happening?
I mean, we don't know, bruh. We don't know.
Oh, bless you. Okay, all right. Well, this the route I wanted Crawford to go. Rather than just jumping up 3 weight classes, and fighting the undisputed champ. You know what I mean?
Now again,
Just
this the WBO. Crawford is in DR and he's at the convention, but he did not petition. He did not petition. They just there to see what more awards they get to bring home, is the message I was just sent.
okay then. So I mean, yeah, I would want Crawford to take this route rather than just jumping up 3 weight classes, man. You know what I mean? Huge Bud fan, but I haven't seen that in my time. Understanding the sport and watching the sport. A man jump up 3 weight classes and be successful, and not only just go up 3 weight classes, and fight for a belt. He fighting the undisputed guy, the man at the division. So I wouldn't recommend it. I would, like I said, I would want him to gradually move up, 154, try to knock off, Tszyu, get that belt, and hopefully we can get the Jamel fight for undisputed. But hearing what you just saying, the IBF mandatory is about to come up. So is Jamel gonna really hop back in the gym after getting that big Canelo bag? So I mean, we'll just have to see how everything plays out. But like I said, I would rather want Bud to gradually move up rather than just jumping up 3 weight classes to fight the undisputed guy. And then I think undisputed 3 times for Bud is definitely a goal of his. I think he definitely wants to do that to just add on to his his resume and his accomplishments, man. Because I think a new way after doing what he did to Fulton, he got 2 belts now. I think he probably 1 fight removed from being 2-time undisputed. So I think if Bud can be that 3-time undisputed, I mean, he's already separated himself being the first to do the 2-time. But I mean, if we talking 3-time, I mean, that's just unheard of. And so I mean, we'll see how everything plays out. But as far as I would rather want Bud to gradually move up to
You may
168
feel
rather
like it's
than
your
just
turn,
jump up and
but
and
it's not your
try to
turn.
face the
That's the
man in the
bell,
division. So
champ. That's the bell. If you're on the landline, 14255695241, make sure you press 1. Don't just sit there, on hold, because we'll never know and we won't be able to go to you. NFL.
You hear me? What's up? What's up?
What up? What up?
Nothing much. Real quick. That's why I love watching this show, man. I did not know. After you go up from 147, all the higher weight class, they use 10-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day. I ain't know that. But see, but now I'm here to teach y'all something new. So everybody gather around, turn your headphones up, put the phone close to your face. Y'all want to know who Crawford really fighting next?
Who?
Man, he fighting Boots next, man. I know y'all just said he just said no, he don't gain nothing to think about it.
But Boots
EJ
already
rematch.
announced a November date, so it's impossible.
I ain't say it was Boots next fight. I said Crawford was fighting Boots next. It's happening next year. Watch. You feel me? You know, Boots, he needs a little turn up, get ready, but Earl, he ain't coming back for no rematch, not in no 147. Jamel, he ain't fighting Crawford. We already know that. Canelo not trying to fight him. He running out of options. I know what Crawford tried to do. He tried to play the field, see what he could do. He played it smart, but it just, you gotta play the cards that you dealt. Boots is his biggest fight. Unless you rather go against Tszyu, which, let's be honest, Boots versus Crawford, Crawford versus Tszyu. Everybody rather see the Boots fight. Plus, he gonna be able to get the defenders undisputed one time in 147. I don't see no other way for him. I think Boots that's his next competitor.
Not a bad plan.
It's not. I would enjoy the fight. You feel me? I think Boots is competitive. I don't think he wins,
And
but
I
he
think
make
you're
it close.
right about like I think Boots could be the bigger fight here in America, but if Showtime is out of business next year, how that fight gonna happen next year?
I thought, well, dang, ain't Boots with PBC? Ain't they going to Amazon?
Man, I don't know. They ain't that
At least
shit. That
that's
shit
what
ain't
I
been.
thought.
It ain't announced that it's confirmed. They was just in talks with Amazon. Is the rumor
Okay.
anyway?
And then another thing, didn't Showtime said he's still doing pay-per-views in 2024? It's not the free boxing.
You right. I did see something that said that they might still be in the pay-per-view business.
You feel me? Stars aligning. I'm telling you, Boots, he just being quiet, being a boogeyman in the background. He waiting his turn. All he gotta do is just look impressive his next fight. But you know, that's my call. I ain't here to take up too much time.
All right. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. That's funny. Today we were discussing how us as fight fans should not care about Muhammad Ali Act because the UFC fight fans
You
get
may
what they
feel like it's
want.
your time, but it's not your time.
Yeah, I screen shared that. But look, Vada said this: UFC has always needed to be under the Ali Act. Now more than ever, they also need players union like the NFL. Yeah, and I get it. For the fighters, it might not be the best situation, but for the consumer, it's the best situation. You feel me? And that's what I am. I'm a consumer. What I'm getting from PBC and Matchroom and Top Rank, I'm not ultimately happy. You know what I mean? But I got a $10 super chat. $10 from James Benitez that says Duran said no mas. Okay, well, he fought a path of Leonard, Barkley, Hearns, Hagler, and Barkley before saying no mas. Who the fuck Mel fought resembles that resume? Charlo ain't it, so Duran gets a pass. CYP probably gone, second show. Rocky Rodriguez, member for 7 months on that champ level. I'd rather see Bud face Boots than Tim Mendoza winner. Bud Boots sells a milli. Damn. LJ, what up? LJ.
Yo,
Yo.
I'm sitting, I'm sitting here listening, and I'm thinking, Bud ain't gonna fight no damn Tszyu. But the more I think about it, he said he not gonna. I mean, I know we can take his word with a grain of salt because he go back on some of the things he said, but he said he not gonna fight Charlo. He don't want the rematch with Errol, and he not acting like he wants to fight Boots. Is this just him just keeping his options open? Because he's not gonna fight. He said he's not gonna fight Keith Thurman or Danny Garcia or none of them guys. So who's left on the table?
Options, baby.
My thinking is he's gonna try and get that Canelo fight, I think the Errol rematch gonna happen. He's gonna try to get the Canelo fight after that, and if it's not that, then he's done. I can't see him. As a boxing fan, I would love for him to fight Tszyu because that means he's trying to be in the mix at 54. That's in the mix. You find a young champion at 54. That's in the mix. But I just don't. I don't see him doing that right now. I can't see him going against Tszyu because the fight would only be as big as it can be in Australia. I can't. You think he's gonna go to Australia?
If the money right,
I do remember he was talking leading up to the Errol fight, talking about other countries support boxing more, and he would want the fight to be maybe overseas somewhere else because they show out more for boxing. But I can't see him going to, after being the undisputed champion at 47, going to a guy's country for 54 just for a belt. But I don't. I mean, as a boxing fan, also, I want to see him fight Canelo. I mean, I think he's. Everybody's so fixated on hurting Canelo. I don't think you're gonna hurt. No one's gonna hurt Canelo like that. He done fought 75 pounders. A dude coming up from 47 ain't gonna hurt Canelo. But I think in his mind, he believes he can outbox him. And who are we to tell him he can't? He's proven everything he said he's gonna do. He's done. So I'm not gonna doubt the man. I would love to see the fight with Canelo. I don't think it's not all about hurting or knocking somebody out. I think he can. He believes he can outbox Canelo, but it's not. And people saying that it's a payday. It's not no payday. When Charlo took the fight, I believe he actually thought he was gonna win. But Canelo said, when you get in here, it's gonna be different, and you're gonna see. I think he got in there. It was different. He saw, and he was like, let me let me pace myself. And he was waiting for a big shot. Never happened.
nah,
But
I agree.
that's my call. Yeah, so that's my call. Appreciate the time.
All right,
Subscribe.
LJ.
Go.
Yo, I said the
You
same
may feel
thing
like it's your time,
earlier, man. Like
but it's not
I
your
brought
time.
up the Tyson quote, like, Jamel had a plan and then he got punched in the face and he realized that power was real. And we seen that on the epilogue. We seen that on a little FaceTime. He was FaceTiming Earl, like, nah, I ain't gonna front that motherfucker got that power. Like, he let you know. Cut the shit. SDX Renzi, what up?
Smoke weed every day.
Hey, shout out to motherfucking Hardin. Y'all already know this episode is sponsored by the best dispensary in Las Vegas. So if y'all out there, make sure y'all get y'all some good smoke, man. Shout out Ness. Shout out TBV. Ness, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet tonight, man. I love this episode. I like the talk. It's playing exactly into what I feel like we want to see, Ness. A lot of people was agreeing with it. But I see this the switch up voice sometimes. Some with the other callers, they be with it sometime when you put it out, Ness, and then they might switch their mind up in a couple of weeks. But I want to see this. I feel like Bud got the perfect time now to be 4-time undisputed. This the perfect way to go out right here. Go to 54, knock off Tszyu in Australia, come back, beat Charlo because Charlo need a payday. If anybody, I heard a guy say that if anything, Bud want a Canelo payday. Nah, Charlo need a payday. So we gonna show love. This shit
But
like
what?
Christmas.
But what you mean by that? Because everybody looking at it like Charlo just got a massive payday in the Canelo fight.
He did, but I mean as far as like, okay, now they're looking for him to put on a performance. So now you need a performance. You got the money, but are you still gonna be a boxer? Are you still gonna be competitive? Can we see you on a competitive level? So I feel like Bud getting Tszyu belt and putting Charlo back in the ring on a undisputed pay-per-view, something like that. Even if he loses the Bud, that still gives Charlo another beating chance to say, okay, well, we seen him try to fight with Bud, depending on how the fight go. You feel me? He might get there like Errol, and that might be a good retirement for Charlo. You feel me?
For
like
sure.
they was asking for Errol, like, hey, just tie the gloves up. If I went over Ness, I got you.
Nah,
I just
bell
want to
ain't
get my
ring.
other 2 points. So that I feel like that'll be good. That'll be good for the zoo for, like I said, for Bud to go to that division and become undisputed. It'll be good for Charlo to give him another good chance to be on a big stage for another fight. He calling out Bud. Let him get what he was asking for. He said it right after the Canelo fight. And then I still think that'll set Bud up to fill out the weight going up to make that fight with Canelo. He'll get, two nice little tune-ups. We quote unquote quotes on that, tune-up fights at 54. And then if he put on the weight right, then I feel like that'll give us a last fight, third fight. Okay, now fight Canelo. And at the end of that, him and Canelo really good. I feel like at the end of that, him and Canelo could really be like, yo, fuck this shit.
You
Like
may feel like
Bud
it's your
Canelo
time,
after what they done did.
but it's not your time.
That's the
You
bell.
feel me?
You gonna go
All right.
ahead?
Yeah. So that just 2 seconds, but I'll still send it, Ness. I still show love. I just want to say that. So I feel like, Ness, do you think we could get a 3-fight deal to set that up,
Three
or is
fight
it or
deal.
some?
I mean, it's even hard to talk about a 3 fight deal till they announce what's the next moves. Like until they
Oh,
either
cause
until
cause
they
cause cause
either
Ismail
denounce
dropped the belts.
yeah, I mean until they denounce the rumors that they out of business or announce the rumors that they go into business with Amazon, like how could you talk about a 3 fight deal? 3 fight deal to what broadcaster exactly?
Oh yeah, because you was talking about that. They not signed with one specific network right now. Al Heyman fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So I mean but that's still, I feel like that still leave it even more open though, because then now with them being free agents, can he kind of, like you said, we was throwing names around of where they could go, like a Disney Plus or ESPN Plus and stuff like that. Doesn't that leave it more options open to where we can go and get these fights made?
I mean, it certainly gives you an option to shop the fight around.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, like we still got time to see how it play out. Like I said, I just feel like this would be an excellent exit out the fight game for Bud. Even if he don't want to give us, like he said, 2 fights is what he was looking for. 3 fights, these 3 fights right here, I feel like would set him up perfectly to go out the game. And if he do it all the way right, like we saying, and knocks off Canelo, 4-time undisputed, you feel me? That's GOAT status. I think that definitely should be enough to trump Floyd. That's my call though. Shout out to you, Ness. Keep doing what you're doing. Shout out to TVV, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Ness in here rocking out with us every night, 2 shows a day. Make sure y'all support.
Let's
I'm out.
go. Let's go. Number to call 14255695241. We also got Discord, Twitter Spaces available to rock and roll. We going out to Nike Hendricks.
Shouts out to the Boston boys, man. Shouts out to you, Ness, Danny, whole team, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I like Crawford versus Mendoza. I don't think Sue gonna win. Everybody just handing this shit to Sue. Like, I don't know why they acting like Mendoza wouldn't be a challenge for him. I don't know why. That's crazy right there. But Crawford fighting Canelo. Yeah, we can keep bringing it up, but I don't think it's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen no time soon, no time later. It's not gonna happen at all. That's one of them fantasy fights. Who the fuck they always try to put Floyd in the ring with? Damn, I forgot dude name. Um, shit, what was dude name? It'll come to me when my call going. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Like we need to start being realistic with this shit, man. He's not gonna get no fucking no Crawford. First of all, he was doing the same shit in the ring with Charlo. He was doing against Bivol. No difference. Like them wide ass, extra wide, slow fucking hooks. And Charlo was just sitting there taking them shits to his arm, head, chest, body, all that, man. So y'all think Crawford, a fucking master boxer, superior counterpuncher,
Canelo gonna get in there with that to risk losing his shit? Nah. Canelo get in there, try to throw one of them wild ass hook. Crawford coming with a short hook, catching him quick, clean. He might drop Canelo ass, so that's why I don't think that'll ever happen, man. Crawford's skills too good, and they just need to yeah, man, be happy about the Mendoza Tim Tszyu fight and Crawford order to fight not order, but he can get the winner of them. So it's like shit, man. They should be happy with that because at the end of the day, Canelo don't need Crawford. Crawford don't need Canelo. Both of them first ballot Hall of Famers. Like they're in there. Like no doubt about it. They both in the Hall of Fame right now. They can retire today, and they can do Hall of Fame picks. Them two going in there. So man, y'all just be happy with what we getting, man, because y'all good fights. But hopefully we get some more De Los Santos and Shakur country.
You may feel like it's your
Yeah,
time,
Danny, man, work on that
but it's not your
Spanish.
time.
All right, champ. Appreciate you calling in, Nike Hendricks. We going out the trees, Toledo, Ohio. What is up?
Yo.
What up? What up?
Shit, chilling. I'm listening in, man. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit don't this shit don't move me, man. Terence Crawford get the winner of Mendoza and Tszyu. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I don't like you say it's the natural order of things type shit. I mean, it's cool. But with Charlo though, I feel like Charlo, I ain't gonna hold, he not I gotta see him do something before he lost the fan with me, bro. He for him just to jump right into the Crawford fight, I feel like that's like him getting rewarded for a terrible ass performance against Canelo. You feel me? I'm not into that. So like I need to see him like fight some. I don't know if he who would you like to see Charlo fight before he get with the Crawford shit, or are you into him just
His
going straight
his
with the
his
Crawford?
mandatory. He got a mandatory. He gonna have to face him.
Okay, see, all right, I'm into that. That's cool. All right, who is the mandatory, by the way? It was for the IBF. You said for the IBF, right?
Yep.
Who is that? Who the mandatory is? Who is that?
Bakaram.
Oh, I ain't hit him. But well, all right. I like to see that. He got to impress with that shit. He got to knock his shit loose. He got to get back to doing to that knockout artist shit he was talking. You feel me? And then I maybe be interested in him fighting Crawford. But if Crawford be if Crawford do because I ain't, like you say, I don't know about Spence. Spence, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what's going on with the rematch with that shit. So just talking hypotheticals. If we don't get that rematch, and if Bud do get the winner of Mendoza and Tszyu, I wouldn't be in him moving up to 160. I'm not mad at that either. Like I've been like him. Like say he just do the gradual climb. Or say he beat Mendoza or Tszyu, whoever you beat them. Boom. He if Charlo acting say he don't impress and Crawford say I just don't want to fight him at all. He put him to the side. Boom. He go up to 160. Say he fight like a Lara or something like that. Put hands and feet on him at 160, and
Who,
then
Crawford?
do you not think that would get Canelo's attention fighting a Lara at 160?
If Crawford fought
Consider,
Laura.
yeah, if Crawford
I
fought Lara at
mean, it
160,
got to get Canelo's attention. It's a common opponent. Not a lot of people beat
exactly,
Laura.
exactly. I'm thinking that's something that I'm thinking that's something that he should think about is a Lara fight. You feel me? After he, I don't even on some real shit. The Tim Tszyu man, those ain't nothing that he got to do. Like I say, that's if he can do whatever he want, I would move up to 160 if I were you, bud. If you listen to this shit, get Lara. Gotta basically force Canelo hand on some real shit for you
You
to
may
get the
feel
fight
like it's your time,
with with
but it's not
Canelo.
your time.
Shout out Toledo, Ohio. Y'all know
That's
what the
the
fuck going
bell,
on.
champ. Al in the Bay, what'd you say? Al in the Bay, Al in the Bay. If you're watching this on YouTube, smash that thumbs up while we wait for the next caller. We got over 500 people watching and only 200 thumbs up. Horrible. We got a poll going right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice where I'm asking you, not really asking you much. I'm telling you what's happening and giving you the ability to answer to that. So obviously, Terence gets the winner of Tszyu versus Mendoza. Your first option is love it, can't wait for it. Not interested, rather Bud versus Canelo. Rather Crawford versus Boots Ennis. Rather Crawford versus Spence rematch. Those are your opciones if you're looking for them. Stone Bone, Colorado, what up? Stone Bone.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What up? What up?
Chillin', chillin'.
What up? What up? Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I can see it happening, man. I can see it. If we can't get oh, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hear me?
Yep. I hear you, brother. Stone Bone. All right, he dropped off. We're going to King Born, Brooklyn.
Hey, yo, you hear me, right? Hey, yo, listen, man. Fuck all that, yo. Fuck all that bullshit, man. You want to battle for cash to see who sons who? Tszyu. Listen, listen, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. Switch him up, fix him up. Take your hat off. Ain't nobody giving a fuck about that Canelo shit, cause your man ain't fighting Canelo. He just gonna be undisputed again at 154. That's the power play. You heard on some hockey shit. Yo, Ness, you see it? You see it? You know what I mean? Listen, man, I'm telling y'all right now, if he ain't dominating 154, Crawford, Bud, they're destroying everybody at 154, fuck it. You already made history. Only one man ever been undisputed 2 times, different weight division. Fuck it, let's go for 3 before he retire. You heard? Listen, he taking everybody out 154. Tszyu gonna get demolished, bruised, battered, and beat the fuck up. Know what I mean? Now we could get the boots on. All y'all boots fans, all y'all motherfuckers that wear Timbs and Red Wings and all that wild shit, and even the Wallabies like me. Listen, we could get the boots. Fuck Spence. We ain't giving a fuck about Spence. Spence got his ass destroyed. Texas motherfuckers all mad at New York and you know the Nebraska boys on his call. You heard? But like I said, man, fuck that. Give me Boots and Crawford, or let Crawford just run through that shit, demolish house, take everybody change. Fuck it. Take their car, take all their shit at 154. Fuck it. You know what I mean? That Lara shit, 160 pound shit. That shit is weak. That shit is weak, man. That shit is weak. Ain't Lara almost out the game, man. You almost out the game. You heard? On some Max B shit. You almost out the game. But like I said, man, yo, Ness, I'm telling you right now, that's the play. Let him run through 154, get undisputed again. That Canelo ain't fighting no goddamn Bud. And I'm in the whip. I'm in my whip, y'all. So you know I'm wilding right now. Yeah, I'm not in the crib. Yo, Ness, like I said, man, tell everybody, power play, live chat, power chat, live chat, how it's going down. Give me Boots and Bud, or let Bud just run through 154 and take all the fucking belts. You feel me? Like I said, man, I'm telling y'all right now, Ness, that's the way to go. That Canelo shit is iffy spiffy. That shit is iffy, man. That shit is dibby, dibby, dibby. Ain't nobody worrying about that shit, man. Get off Canelo's dick. Let that man get busy at 154. Take everybody out at 154 and let that man destroy and get it on with Boots. Where them young lions at? Where your Philly cats at? You heard? Tell your man to come to this man so it could
You
be
may
a
feel
grand
like it's your
welcoming.
time,
You heard? Yo, Ness,
but it's
love
not your
y'all.
time.
Love the live chat. Power chat. I'm out. Peace.
All right, all right. Let's see what we got. Looks like Inspector, $2 says, Bud about to retire them fights, not making 20, 30 mil. Oh, Bud about to retire. Them fights not making 20, 30 mil. I hear you. James Benitez, $2. So we hoping for Mel to try and fight these days? Shaking my head. $5 from Mad Bet 100. It's about his third one. Bud, my third favorite fighter, active fighter. Charlo, my fifth. At 154, King Charlo will reign till he retires. So you're not picking Bud over him, I see. RNS1, what up?
Yo, Ness, what up, kid?
What up, what up?
Yo, Ness, don't let me. So, being that they got a rematch clause, but in Spence, if there's no backers behind it, then the rematch is null and void, correct?
Yeah. If ain't no
All
money, ain't
right.
no
So,
money.
and that falls on Espinoza back securing that.
I would say it falls on Al. Espinoza is the broadcaster,
Oh, right, right, okay.
Al still could take his fight to another network, sell it to someone else.
What do you think? You think it could happen, or it's probably dead in the water?
I
Like the
mean,
Disney
I'm
cash.
sure any other network would want it, not for the money that they expect, though. Like no one expects it to do what it did.
Right, but would they offer them the same purses, or it'll be less?
Well, that's what I'm
I mean, that
saying.
would be
It
strange.
they won't offer the same purses because no one expects them to do what they did, maybe less.
And what happens then if Bud don't want to fight because of that?
Well, I mean,
And that'll be it then, right?
I don't know. I don't know that Buck could get out of it just because the money ain't the same. But again, if the contract states you get a certain amount, you get a certain amount.
Okay. And so the Adamas thing, is that legit or what? With Canelo in May.
No,
No?
no, and by no I mean obviously it's too soon. But ESPN did. Coppinger did still write an article and mention Adamas as a possible opponent. But
But what if
Even Broadway Joel feels like he was given false information on that Adamas stuff, or used
okay,
as
I
a
missed
tool
that
or
part.
something like that. He said on Twitter.
Now what if Canelo what it's not really a lose-lose for Canelo fighting Bud, right? He'll have another undisputed champion on his resume.
Very true. Very true.
All right, Ness, keep up the good work, my man. Peace.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in.
East Coast, New York in the house, kid. The BX.
Let's
Newark, stand up later.
let's do it.
Peace.
All right, all right. Yo, I'm actually gonna, I spoke to Danny, and I know now that we're gonna be doing a live fight chat for the KSI card. I wasn't expecting that, um, but I was interested in the Salt Poppy fight. I wasn't gonna pay for it, and then he like, yo, what you mean? We got to do that. We got to do the main event. So you feel me? I'm a worker. My boy, if he down to work, I'm down to work. So we gonna be in Hardin. But look at the transformation. Salt Poppy about to get all them old Pacquiao fans,
You may feel like
and he
it's your
about to
time,
become a real boxer.
but it's not your time.
That's crazy, bro. The transformation of this kid is crazy. You could tell he was smoking hella pot, making money off being a YouTuber, and just had natural talent. Like, no bullshit. Salt Poppy looked like a motherfucking young Mercito Gesta right there. He missing the tattoos. It's insane, bro. He locked in. He locked in. Then Logan Paul fighting too. I mean, I don't even know how Logan a minus 700. Like they out here wilding, bro. These dudes is too big of favorites, bro. Malcolm, what up?
Hey yo, what up, Ness?
What's goody?
Hey yo, real quick, if I subscribe to the Patreon, do I get all of the same perks as I do with the champ level?
So what you won't get is the ability to be a member on YouTube. But yes, you get all the same perks in the sense that you still get Untitled, you still get the betting show, both video and audio, You don't get any ads like you do on YouTube, but you don't get to be a member. Like you won't get that free super chat where I'm like, oh, Malcolm, member for 4 months on the champ. Like I won't be able to say that. Patreon and YouTube is different.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I think I'm gonna just switch over to Patreon. I'm a little salty about that $5 surcharge. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But as far as Bud Crawford, I just want to bring up. I think the best route for Bud is to fight Boots. Um, if we talking legacy, because I think Boots needs that young lion on his or not Boots. Um, Crawford needs that young lion on his resume, the same way that Floyd beat Canelo. I think that would do a lot for his case of being better than Floyd. I still think he has the opportunity to be better than Floyd if he picks the right fights. Um, I was real happy to see the title because I'm kind of sick of this clown show that is Bud Crawford against Canelo. I don't want to see that bullshit, man. I don't want to hear about it. Nothing. I want to see Bud. I think he should. I don't know if maybe he should like wait to see what Jamel does, because if Jamel's gonna come back and defend his belts, I think it would be wise for him to go ahead and try to get it at 154. Get the last undisputed at 154 and beat Boots, Zoo, and Charlo, or beat Boots and then the winner of Charlo and Zoo if they were to fight. But I would really like to see Canelo fight Benavidez. There was a guy who called a little bit earlier and said that Errol was entitled to the rematch against Bud because of all he accomplished before. But I think that's bullshit because I think Errol was just running from Bud the whole time. So I don't really acknowledge much of the shit. I like the Kell Brook win. The Sean Porter win was okay, but the rest of those fights were dog shit, man. I don't give him much credit for those. But yeah, I didn't want too much. I just wanted to find out about that Patreon and talk about how I think Boots should get that fight with Crawford so Crawford can really cement his legacy.
You Mm. may
Because
feel like it's your time,
I foresee
but
Boots
it's
being
not
the
your time.
3-4 division champion. So I think it'll be good for him. That's my call.
All right, Malcolm, appreciate you. Al in the Bay, James Benitez, $2. Said Bud versus Boots equals Mayweather versus Berto. Same poop emoji. Al in the Bay, Discord.
Yo. Can you hear me?
Yup.
Cool. Yeah, Discord been tripping lately. But yeah, man. I love that fight. I love that fight. Mendoza, or Zoo. I think that would be a great fight, for Crawford. Um, and I think that would be put him in a position, um, if he takes that fight, I think that would put him in a better position to get a, a Canelo fight, you know. Especially if he goes up and just dominates, you know. Um, but yeah, man, I think the money is there for either Zoo, um, definitely for Zoo. If you bring it to Nebraska, I think that the money is there. I think that could easily be a stadium fight. Um, Either way, if it's in Nebraska or if it's in Zoo hometown. I think if it's in Zoo hometown, I think it'll be a way bigger fight. I think they're gonna put that in a soccer stadium. 'Cause they love Zoo out there. So um, I think that'd be a big money maker. Um, yeah. If Zoo lose, I think they should just take it to Nebraska and see what that looks like, So I think that would be a good fight. I think that would be good for Crawford to do. And yeah, man. Um because he gonna be waiting for a long time to get that Canelo fight. I don't think that Canelo fight coming right then and there. So yeah, man, that's my call. Hello, hello.
Nah, I hear you, brother. I had myself muted. I hear you.
Yeah, yeah. So um, I hope that Canelo fight will be the next fight, but I don't see that Canelo fight being the next fight. I don't see Canelo looking at Crawford saying, you know, the was it the lemon is worth the squeeze. I don't think Canelo is looking at Crawford as that uh, type of opponent. So that's the way I would look at that. But yeah.
All right, Al. Appreciate you. Once again, Discord available for anybody who wants to call in and Twitter Spaces as well. I got Trey in Omaha on the check-in. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility, and it's free. That's free to do. Trey, unmute.
Yo, what's good?
What up?
Hey, who you hear this information from that we got Zoo, the winner of Zoo and oh boy.
The WBO. How could you say the
Uh
word we and not know what's going on?
cuz hey, time out. I'm not even in state right now. I'm back home. I'm on a vacation. I'm living my best life, enjoying life like a young man should, you feel me? But I'm just curious though cuz I didn't see no post or nothing. I didn't know if they had really like said something, but that was really my question. But hey, let's talk about something real quick. I got a question for you.
What up?
Uh, how does this undercard play out for Navarrete and oh boy on Shakur Stevenson's fight card? Like, how you feel about that?
Navarrete and Shakur Stevenson fight card. How does the Navarrete card fight? I mean, I think he wins. I think he beats Conciel. He better.
I feel like Cancial going. I don't know. I just feel like I've been paying attention a little bit. I feel like Cancial might win this fight, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
I
banking
mean,
on
if
the
you're a
upset.
Shakur fan, you don't want that.
Well, I mean, if Cancel does win, then I mean that's gonna be stupid because then we might have to see him again. But
I mean,
I'd rather see Shakur.
I doubt y'all gonna do that again. Nobody's gonna pay for that rematch.
Yeah, I know. I'm just talking for real. But no, I feel you on that. I don't know. I just Cancel, he's a come forward fighter. So I don't know. I mean, oh boy does too. Oh boy does too. But I really don't. I really don't feel too much. I don't know. I just feel like Edwin De Los Santos. I don't know. Wasn't the fight I really wanted Shakur in, but it is what it is. Good luck to Tszyu and Mendoza this week, though. I like this fight. It's gonna be a good one. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, get this video out here. YouTube members, Patreon, whatever. Just get active on here, man. Hey, and one more question. How do I become a member? Like, so like how you was telling old boy earlier, you said something about you could say like a member of this and he's a champ level, or how do I get on? Like, what do I do?
Yeah, it's right here on YouTube.
All right, I'm gonna look into it and see what I gotta do.
All right, champ.
All right, champ, I'm out.
All right. Yeah, you got to come to YouTube, and I'll screen share now. So now you're seeing what I would see, or I'm seeing what you would see if you're coming to a YouTube channel, right? And you want to navigate to this button right here where it says join. You click that join button, then you see my prices are not what they are charging. I don't know why, but you know, here's my three prices. I only have three. 14 is the champ. 14.99 is the champ level. You click that level, you get all the members only streams, you get untitled, you get all the emojis, you get everything, and you get the betting show and the untitled show. That's how you do it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Um, don't forget, we will be having end of the year awards where we accept nominations for callers of the year, rookie caller of the year. You know, um, we do voting for different awards for trainers of the year and prospect of the year. Last year, Keyshawn won it, and I think manager of the year award we gave it to Bill. Um, caller of the year obviously was to CYP. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that again towards the end of the year, accepting not only nominations but then opening up the votes. Early January, we will announce the winners, and for Cinco de Mayo weekend, we'll have an appreciation night to give out those awards to the respected winners. We are going to Jay Dykeman.
One, two, 1, 2.
What up? What up?
Can you hear?
Yep.
Why, like about 5 calls ago, some dude called up in there talking to you, trying to be sexy and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is boxing. You better get some King Born in your life or something. You don't like my jokes?
I didn't. I just didn't hear anybody calling in talking sexy, but you know.
Man, that shit was funny as fuck. I was in here dying laughing. Anyway, I like this Tim Zoo. I like the Tim Zoo Crawford thing. Sounds more down to earth. I'm not saying he's not supposed to aspire to be great, but you got to live in 160 something pounds for a minute before you just jump up in there trying to trying to beat up on the best motherfucker in boxing today. Before you try to beat up on Canelo, you gotta live up in that weight class for about 3, 4 months, 6 months. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like the Tim Zoo thing. I think I've been watching Crawford's older fights, and it wasn't that impressive to me, but he still won. And I'm like, okay, yeah, he got skills, but you know, like he went overseas to fight somebody, and well, he was fighting some dude that was, I think he was Irish or English, and dude was trying to get with him. He was popping him, but
You
he
talking
won the
about Ricky
fight.
Burns, B?
Yeah. I watched that fight, and Ricky Burns was popping him. It wasn't like he wasn't getting hit, but you know, Crawford's a dog, so he weathered the storm and won the fight. But yeah, all that Canelo shit, man, he's trying to get a payday like Jamal Charlo did. Jamal Charlo wanted a payday. That's all he wanted. So I like the Tim Zoo thing because Tim Zoo can hit, and he gets the undisputed if he gets that belt, right?
Who?
Terence Crawford.
Negative. It's only one belt. How you going to dispute?
Oh, so he only got one belt with Tim Zoo?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I don't know. That's why I'm asking questions.
you got it.
So yeah, but that seems to me like I would pay for that fight. To be honest with you, that's the type of shit I would pay for. But this Canelo and I want to fight Boo Boo and all this other shit, man, dudes, you're gonna get fucked up playing with these dudes, man. Anyway, where your boy at, man? Where Ring Walk at?
He in the gym, baby, around the ring, watching the sparring go down.
Oh, okay. Anyway, look, I'm gonna let you go. Peace to the guard. Peace to my boy King Born, Brooklyn. Peace to the guard. I'm out.
You may feel like it's your time,
But it's not your
but it's not
time,
your time.
play. It's not your time. Who we got? Uh, Elohim James.
Yeah.
What up?
Good
Ness. So we're finally talking reality boxing? Is that what's going on here tonight?
What do
You
you mean?
know, because I fell back when y'all was talking all this fantasy, off the top rope, cage match type style boxing, man. Like y'all was really wilding out here. Now get me straight though. Get me straight. So Bud gets the winner of Tszyu and Mendoza. So is Spence not taking the fight at 54?
We don't know what's up with your boy, man. He in Aruba. Send him a letter.
Right. Because I mean, I thought it was that if he didn't write on the contract saying that he would fight at 47, that it was going to be, whatever your man's wanted to be. So if he's now saying that he could fight at 54 and fight Brian or the winner, like your man's bud is flu, is what I'm trying to get to. Okay. That boy be moving funny out here in these boxing streets, and y'all got to call him to the carpet, man. This dude is fugazi, bruh. He's ducking. I'm officially say he ducking Boots. I don't care how nobody feel about it. He know Boots will probably be a tougher fight than Spence was, and Boots might end that boy legacy. He don't want no parts of that. So now he trying to dip and dive in 54 and just throw Spence to the wayside. And now he's gonna get a belt at 54. Man, that dude moves funny, man. That dude moves funny, bruh. And I don't like it. I don't like it, bruh. Like this ninja out here calling out Canelo at 68. Man, stop the bull, man. Stop the games, bruh. Get your mans, Ness. Get your mans. And stop hyping that fantasy boxing you on, man. Let's keep it 100. Let's get people in their right weight class and let's make the best fights happen, man. TBV for life.
All right, champ. All right. Brandon.
Hello?
Hello, my
Hello?
friend.
Hello, Ness, my friend. What's up? Um, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Bud Crawford versus the winner of Tim Tszyu versus Brian Mendoza. I'm about to say this right now. I already know I can foretell the future that Tim Tszyu will win. Okay. Now, don't quote me on that, but I have pretty strong faith in Tim Tszyu's ability to throw a punch. I have a pretty strong ability to predict it, and a pretty strong ability to predict the fact that when Tim Tszyu wins, Terence Crawford's going to call him out and tell him that I want to fight you. But with that being said, let's talk about Crawford's the hate that he's been receiving on social media based off the fact that he literally said that he wanted to fight Canelo, and people just started saying, "Well, you can't move up in weight. You can't do that. It's not against the rules, or it's against the rules." Bro, we want to see the fight. We're trying to see this fight happen in real life. Yeah, Tim Tszyu or Brian Mendoza will be cool and all, but in terms of what we really want to see, that's the fight everybody wants to see. And people saying, "Well, he's doing it for the money." Well, of course, that's no question. He's doing it for the money, but he's also doing it because it's something the fans want to see. Fans of Terence Crawford want to see it. Fans of Canelo want to see it as well, but they just don't want to see it happen because they're saying that Crawford's going to get knocked out, which is ludicrous to say. Anybody saying that Crawford's going to get knocked out if that fight happens is crazy. I mean, do you really think that Crawford's going to get knocked out by Canelo if that fight happens? Like, not joke, no joke, like serious question. But some people really believe that sort of thing, that silly stuff. So it could happen. You know what I mean? Um, but Terence Crawford, dude, he's getting so much hate for no reason. People are saying they're gonna f him up, they're gonna kill him. He's getting threats online, he's getting death threats. The dude just wants to like go fishing and eat some food. Like he's not hurting nobody, but he just wants to set up the fight with Canelo, without breaking the rules at a catch weight or at 158 or whatever. Move up a little bit, try to dominate another division because he already dominated his own division as a welterweight. So what more can he do? You guys expect too much of him. So you guys just got to tell him. You guys just got to stop hating on Crawford, because honestly, he proved everybody wrong so many times now. It's gotten out of hand at this point, because he's a good fighter. Yeah, he's not that popular right now. He just started becoming more popular, but come on, guys. You don't see his skill sets about to improve? I don't know. I think it's going to improve. He's going to get better and stuff. Let's see the Canelo fight, but I still watch Tim Tszyu or Brian Mendoza versus Terence Crawford as well. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing at
You
all.
may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
All right, Brandon. All right. Thank you for the call. Blaze in Seattle. What up?
What's up? What's up? Can you hear me?
Yup.
All right, peace, champ. I love it here. So look, my situation is this, or just what I always want to say, my free thoughts about this. Bud's in control right now. He's in the leadership. I truly believe that he's seeking to fight whoever's going to put him on path to be 3 times undisputed. If he can get the Canelo, he'll shoot his ass up for 21 pounds and do it. I'm saying that I think after seeing the fight with Canelo will give him a run. I'm interested to see if Buddy even has some power to rumble with him. I think Canelo could catch him and knock him out. That's the risk that he's taking. If not, I like this Tszyu. It makes sense. He goes to 154, he beats Tszyu, and then Charlo got to see him with them belts or run and vacate him. So I'm looking at Bud. And as far as what Boots is concerned, I love to see Boots. Boots has to wait his turn. Boots has to wait. First, he got to at least wait before Bud fights Spence, because he got to do that. That's for the rematch. And then he got to wait for Bud to fight whoever the fuck he want to fight. He's 2 times undisputed. He controls his destiny right now. Everybody, we all got our opinions right now, but Bud been doing exactly what he told us he was going to do. He wants 3-time undisputed. So any route that gets to that, I'm watching. So we can have all these debates about whether or not he can fight at 168, but I believe he'll do it if Canelo was to give him that smoke. And that's something we would want to see. We want to see that. We want to see him fight Tszyu. We want to see him fight Bud. There's a whole lot of fights that we want to see Bud fight. We'll pay for all of them right now. And that's what everybody need to recognize in the chat. Like, hey, man, he's pound for pound number 1. We can make any excuses of how he got all 11 of his opponents out of here these last 11 fights, last 7 at 147. Like, that's a fact. We can make excuses about all these motherfuckers being bums, but he's doing his part as far as boxing and showing up and giving us good fights. You know, Charlo's a marshmallow. He quit. You feel me? We don't respect him no more. So I don't respect him with the 3 belts that he got at 154. Whoever fight him, he looks like food. So I'm telling you right now, we need to all sit back, chill, and watch Bud. Whoever Bud fights, it's going to be a legitimate fight. He's going to come in here and fight. Please believe he's going to come in here to win. He's going to come in here to knock that motherfucker out like he did his last 11 opponents. And y'all can call sins or whatever, but I'm just looking at what I see. Everybody's seeing that. Everybody can have a debate about who should fight who and what and that. This is the business of boxing. This is a pugilistic sport. Bud owns his own promotion. He's going to do his thing. He controls his destiny business-wise, and we're going to see him fight for something for 3-time undisputed. And that's what I got for y'all. Peace. Thank you for listening.
All right. All right. I got Diego Mayara. Diego. Compa, unmute.
Hey, what's up, brother?
You may feel like
Thanks
it's
for
your
having me
time,
on.
but it's not your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
You got it.
Yeah, so with Bud fighting Canelo, I think it's an interesting fight to make. I think for the fans, everyone wants to tune in, wants to watch that fight. But I think we just have to be realistic. It's 21 pounds. 21 pounds is a huge gap to close. Other than that, if you look at Bud's resume on who he fought, he's had fights with Gamboa where Gamboa has caught him, and it's actually wobbled Bud. It's made him uneasy. We've seen Bud touch the canvas before. Bud's going to go and try to get a finish like he always gets a finish, which is going to put him in harm's way against Canelo. I don't think that that's a fight I think Canelo should have lined up as a priority. I think he has a business with Benavidez and only Benavidez as of right now. After the fact, if you want to make that fight with Bud, make that fight with Bud.
But the only thing that I see right now is tunnel vision to see him fight Benavidez, and that's it. Thank you for having me.
All right, brother. Appreciate you. We going out to Barrow City E. What up?
Yeah, what the fuck is up?
What up? What up?
Man, listening at the calls, and I'm sitting right here just trying to think of who all they could fight, man. And I'm gonna just be 100, man. Like, I ain't big. If I guess if you go to Australia, I guess if you go to Australia, I guess if you go to Australia, that's a big fight with Tim too. But I gotta be real, man. Like, if I had to choose, I'll take an Erickson Lubin fight over Tim Tszyu right now. Right the fuck now. Like, I'll take the Ray Moose fight over Tim Tszyu. That's what I'm talking about. Just for me, myself. I think Crawford making this a little harder than it gotta be, man. If you just want a big money fight, Thurman and Crawford do more than Tszyu and any other motherfuckers you talk about right now. Thurman and Crawford do more than any of that. Outside GGG and Crawford, Planet Crawford, Thurman and Crawford, the rest of those fights I just don't see him doing more than 350 to 300. I'm talking about. I don't see them. He fight Thurman. That's a $500,000 pay-per-view fight. If he fight Plant, he's doing at least 450. You know what I mean? 500. Hell, if I really think he should start considering Jamal Charlo. I mean, if you're just thinking about moving up and you're serious about it, you know, why not take care of half of, if it's not going to be a common opponent with Canelo, why not take out the other half of the Charlo equation for Canelo and get him in the ring that way? You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind. I swear to God, I wouldn't mind a Jamal Charlo and Crawford fight. But it just ain't much out this far, man. Big fight wise, I'd rather see him stay around, chase that 50-0. But if we just talking about him getting 1 or 2 fights next, 2 big fights max, and then walking off into the sunset, it's got to be a common opponent with Canelo, and that's only if he's setting up for the Canelo fight. But if it's not going to be like a setup for the Canelo fight, then hell, man, you might as well go ahead and knock Keith Thurman the fuck out. And, I mean, maybe Caleb Plant. But I just I don't think the Tszyu fight is as big as everybody think it's going to be. But that's my call, man.
All right. Appreciate you, Barrow City E. We got Ricky.
You may feel like
What
it's
up,
your
Ness?
time,
What up, Ness? Can you hear
but
me?
it's not your
Loud and
time.
clear.
All right. I wasn't even gonna call in, but the dude hopped on saying Crawford ducking Boots. I was like, man, somebody got to come on and correct this, man. If you a Boots fan, which I'm a Boots fan, but I gotta respect Crawford and what he done did in the game, and I think everybody got to. You can't come out here jumping out the gate saying Crawford ducking Boots or he needs to fight Boots. No, Boots popped, and Espinoza need to get Boots a fight. He need to get somebody on his resume where we could put pressure on Crawford. It ain't like Boots out here doing what Benavidez is doing, running down on dudes and fighting trying to get all these fights no matter where they at or who they doing that. They need to throw some money at Keith. Make Keith cash out. If y'all believe in Boots like they say they do, make Keith cash out. Put pressure on Keith. Throw somebody some money. If y'all believe in Boots like that, Crawford don't owe nobody a damn thing. The man been in the game. He done put in his work. Right now, it's only legacy fights. Boots only count for Bud the way Canelo counted for Floyd if he beat somebody. Like he ain't beat nobody. The truth is, I love Boots, but he ain't fought nobody. Nobody. Not even a Conor Benn level type of guy. Nobody. And I like Boots. So he got to fight somebody. And Bud able to do what he want. I think the Thurman fight is the fight to make.
if you're gonna take a fight right now that's not Canelo. And I'm iffy about the Canelo fight because a part of me feel like, just do your own thing. You don't gotta beat Canelo to build your legacy. But I respect it if he do move up. I ride with him. I root for him. But I just don't know if he can handle Canelo power. I don't know if he's gonna be able to keep Canelo off of him. Because I thought Mel would do better. But then again, Mel ain't come to fight, so we don't know how good Bud would do. And Bud is more skillful, so I would pay for the fight. I don't know if I would pick him to win the fight, but I would damn sure be rooting for him. But at the end of the day, man, Bud, he paid the cost to be the boss. He beat the guy. He beat a guy who everybody had ranked in the top 5 pound for pound at minimum. Some people had him top 1. So I mean, ain't no other fighter done did that in the game that people consider to be a guy, and he done did that. So he can do whatever he wants. You got to get off his nuts and let him make his own decisions. It's about legacy at this point, but that's my call next.
But do you like what the WBO is mandating? Would you like him to fight Tszyu?
I would. I mean, I'm not against it, but I'm looking at it from a business standpoint. I mean, what you gonna go in Australia to fight him after you fought Spence? And is it a pay per view fight? Like I'm thinking in terms of business. You just did 700 some thousand with Spence. Your next fight should be pay per view to where when you go sit down with Canelo, you can get a portion that you feel respectable that you want. I don't think Zoo gives him that. So if you're gonna fight a next
You may
fight that's
feel
not
like it's your
Canelo,
time,
I think it need to be Thurman
but it's not your time.
because I don't think Zoo really bring him nothing.
Nah, I hear you. It's crazy that some people still want Thurman on pay per view with this inactivity. I am going to Moses, Baltimore. What up?
Yo, what's good, man?
Another day, another show.
Yeah, I feel you with that. You gotta love boxing, man. You got a bunch of people with different opinions. You gotta love the game. Um, I was gonna call yesterday because I saw that Demetrius Andre made that comment, and I agree with him. The only thing I gotta say with Bud moving to 168 is fuck around and find out. If he really thinks that those guys aren't skillful and he can just go up there and just do his thing, he has another thing coming for him. All of those guys are skillful. All those guys are much stronger than him. I get it. He's a special fighter. He adjusts through the rounds. He's done some great things, but I think he should take care of business at 154. Don't you agree? You got the Tim Tszyu fight,
I
possibly
mean that
Jermell Charlo.
that's the easy plan. I mean, the special plan is 68 though, right? Like that gets more attention, but
Yeah, but that's 21 pounds.
Zoo is realistic, but that other plan, that's special.
Most people be like, well, Canelo did it. Well, you got to realize Canelo, he did it by adapting himself, slowly but surely moving up, you know? So I don't think it's a wise idea going from 147 to 168. I think he should take care of business at 154, fight the winner, maybe the Tim Tszyu fight, then Jermell Charlo. Heck, what happened to the Spence rematch? Is there anything going on with that, or?
The Spence rematch, we don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to say that again, but I know he has a clause, right? A rematch clause.
Yep.
So that's still on the table. Plus, I want to see Canelo versus Benavidez, and then eventually, whatever happens, I want to see that Bivol rematch because I think he can win a competitive decision. It won't be easy, but I think he can win a competitive decision, and that's just my opinion. Because if you really think about it, Bivol went life and death with Canelo for 12 rounds, and he just gassed out, and not to mention the injuries, but I think he can win a competitive rematch and then just retire after that.
All
Unless
right,
you think
champ.
differently, I'm gonna ask you that question.
Unless I think differently about.
The Canelo versus Benavidez, then Bivol rematch.
I mean, I think definitely Canelo could win in a rematch because he's gonna try something different, right? Like we all seen him stick to the same game plan and not change it up.
You may feel like it's your
So I
time,
think going
but
into
it's
it, they're
Yeah.
not
gonna
your
have
time.
those adjustments already made beforehand. Rex, what up?
Yo, nice to find you.
What up?
Ain't a whole lot, man. You know what's crazy? What's crazy is I super chatted yesterday telling you like I only know nothing but the landline. I know how to use the Twitter spaces. You know what I'm saying? You dropped the link, talked me through it, got me on there. I appreciate that, man. But the crazy thing is, at the end of my call, I asked you a question. I was like, Crawford is saying he's not going to fight Thurman. He's not going to fight Danny Garcia. He's not going to fight Jamel. Like, who else is left for him to fight? That's why I asked you at the end of my call yesterday, right? And I was like, really seemed like there's nobody left but Tim Zoo. And then boom, as soon as I get on here today, what's the first thing I see? I said, look at that. I just asked this man about this yesterday. Just asked him yesterday. That was real wild. So when I got on, you'd already been on for like a good 50 minutes. So I had to rewind. So I went back to the start of your show. I listened to like your opening speech. And it was just real crazy. I was just talked about it last night. He was like, yeah, he was lined up to fight the winner. And then after that, he could fight Jamel for the rest of the belts. I'm like, well, you know what? That's the plan. But last night when I was asking you, I was wondering, like, what is this plan? If you cannot get the Canelo fight. And then boom, the very next day you come out with the show. I thought that was dope. I thought that was real dope. That's crazy. But I would like to see that fight, though. I think that'd be a really good fight. I mean, money-wise, I'm not sure if it makes sense, but I like what the WBO is doing. And I like that route, believe it or not. If he's not going to fight any of those other guys.
I
But
like it too.
I'm gonna keep it short. What you say? What you
I
say,
said I
bro?
like that route too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. But I want to tell you this, like since like last week. Remember you had that guy named Fred on your show? Ain't that his
Yes,
name?
sir.
Okay, so when we had that show that time, I don't know if you were reading the comments. 'Cause I know you were having a conversation back and forth with him, but the boxing voice, the community, like your platform, like the community, they all of us, we're like die-hard loyal to you guys. Like if you would have saw, I don't know if you read all the comments and the love that the community showed you during that show. It would have made you proud, though. Like this is a very good community, and that's why I feel like I got to make it to one of these watch parties because sitting and listen to you guys, listen to everybody every day so much. I feel like I know everybody personally. It'd be great to
Sure.
actually come out and get to meet some of these people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Well, we planning one for the Demetrius Andrade and the David Benavidez fight. We don't know how big that fight is with the community and are people going to actually come to Las Vegas, but we are considering doing an event for a watch party for that fight and something for Devin's fight in actually San Francisco. We're thinking of like a brunch for San Francisco. So definitely stay tuned in and we'll keep you updated with all the information.
You know I will, man. Thanks for taking my call, dog. Appreciate it.
You got it. Counterpunch SDX, what up?
Yo, Ness, I had to tap back in, man. We gotta cut the bullshit. I keep hearing people saying they want to see Bud versus Thurman.
I know.
Stop that shit, man. This man is inactive. He is not on that man's level. Before we get Bud and Thurman, give me Bud and Spence again. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? Like, some people, I don't know where. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna drag on that long. We don't want to see Thurman. If if Thurman gonna get in the ring, give me Thurman boots. People keep bringing up Boots Bud and Boots need a shot. Give me Thurman Boots. If Thurman makes that look any kind of interesting, then we could talk about Thurman getting more fights. But Thurman need to get in the fucking ring. Thurman need to spar. We need get him active first. That to me, Thurman Bud is a whitewash. I don't want to see that shit. Uh, Again, with the route that we already been talking about, Ness, I feel like we still talking about money. I keep hearing money get brought up. Like I don't see business wise. Now everybody gives a fuck about the boxing business. Everybody cares about that now. Well, a couple weeks ago, months ago, we was just talking about fuck the business of boxing. We want the fights to happen. And now everybody want to talk about, well, I think that Bud should focus on the money. And that's not really a money fight. Fuck that. We talking about legacy. Bud been chasing legacy. He 2-time undisputed. That's legacy. If he get 3-time in either Canelo's division or at 154, that only builds against his legacy. And then the more legacy he accomplishes, the more money that's gonna come with that shit. Cut the bullshit. If he become 3-time undisputed, now it's just gonna build up even more for people to say they want to fucking see him lose. So the money gonna come with that because he's still undefeated. He's still fighting. Like, motherfuckers gonna eventually start the Mayweather effect, paying to see him lose. So I feel like, man, fuck the money. Stop worrying about the money. Let Bud knock out the 3 fights, continue to build legacy, and the money gonna come. Shit, he retire out. He could do his Floyd way and just fight for, you feel me? Just fight for people to see him get in there and try to see if he gonna lose. So I feel like Bud didn't put himself in the right position. Like you said, Ness, we just need to wait. One, we need to see what the fuck Charlo gonna do. Because if Charlo vacate the belts, then that's when I see the 54 route being not worth it. If Charlo vacate the belts and all those belts get separated and all that shit, fuck Bud trying to play whatever the nigga was going to collect all the stones. We don't need to do all that again. If Charlo vacate, go up to 68 and try to knock Canelo off. But if Charlo stay there and he gonna defend his shit, then go eat him.
You may feel
Easy
like
line
it's your
to eat.
time,
Shout out to you,
but it's
Ness.
not your
That's
time.
my
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I got Michael with the $4 cash app. He said hard work, dedication. You already know I love this shit. You feel me? Not an issue whatsoever. Yesterday we did a 4-hour evening show on top of that morning show. We got Keep It Moving. $2 says Salt Poppy is the real deal and KOs too. I hear you. We'll see. The transformation definitely is real. $10 super chat. Optimus Prime that says super chatter of the year. That is certainly a category, and you are definitely in that running. We got Brother Michael. Welcome to that champ level. Salute, champ. Remember, the betting show is every Friday at 10:45 Pacific Standard Time, 1:45 Eastern. High and low sports centrum, $2. The boxing voice is more. Appreciate you. Venom, Discord, what up?
Yo,
What up?
so the topic is him and Mendoza must defend against Bud.
Yes, sir.
I mean that's good. I mean I hope Bud takes that route instead. Really, not because I don't want to fight Canelo. I mean if it happens, it happens. But I mean I just want these fighters to stay active. I don't want it to hold it up again. And Tim's been waiting for his shot, but it's also like Tim's been waiting for Charlo, and now he's about to get fucked by Bud.
I mean, at least it's a bigger fight for him.
Yeah, but it'll be a big fight. I don't know. You think they do that in Australia?
I mean, that's the only way you're gonna get Bud to take that fight. I mean, unless Showtime about to offer Bud a bunch of money to do it here.
It'll be a big fight in Australia. Um, I like Tim.
Bud,
Tim,
it might make more sense for Bud too. Like, we overlooked the fact that he fought Horn, so they know him out there. It could be a bigger fight than what we think out there for Bud because of the history.
oh yeah, for sure. Tim's a star out there, man. So you never know. I like Tim's style. I think Tim beats Mendoza. He might go the distance though. This KO streak might end, but I think he beats him. And let's see what Bud does. I hope Bud takes it. I don't want to really see him go to 168. I still think there's smoke at him down there. Like he still got the Earl rematch. If Boots ever decides to come up, Virgil will probably be there. Jamel's coming back down. I mean, there's a lot of smoke about to be coming at 154. So I just want to see Bud in these fights. But specifically in the Virgil, Boots, or the Jamel fight. Those
Virgil,
street fights right
why
there.
you always saying Virgil name? You must be related to that kid.
Nah, nah,
Bro,
Just wait till
when
Virgil
is he
come
gonna
up,
fight
man.
again?
Listen. When Virgil gets back in that ring, and
I
he's
heard he
back to
fighting
being
Triple
healthy.
G. Him and Triple G
I
look the
don't.
same weight.
I don't want y'all to be. I don't want y'all to be jumping on the bandwagon when Virgil's going back on this KO streak. Okay, I don't want y'all to be hopping right back on that
Is he
bandwagon.
coming back to Bridgerweight or Cruiserweight?
Listen, Virgil is the new. Virgil's Triple G 2.0. The only difference is
You
the health
ain't
problems.
lying. He looked like he ate Triple G 2.0.
Yo, listen,
Nah, he don't
Virgil.
look that
I
fight.
think
He don't
Virgil
look that
Boots.
fat.
Nah, it's not. It's Virgil Boots because they're young and they got that fucking killer instinct and that hunger in them.
You may feel
Give
like it's your
give
time,
Bud the toughest fight of his
but it's
life,
not your time.
Yeah,
and I'm
I don't know
standing
about
behind
all
it,
that, man. Virgil
and I'm
already.
standing behind it.
I mean, you can stand behind it, but Robert Garcia stood behind his decision not to let Virgil fight Bud, and Virgil stood behind that decision. Caesar, what up? You gotta unmute, champ.
Hello?
What up?
Yo.
We hear you.
My bad. The dude threw me off with the Triple G Virgil thing. Yo, that's crazy that you say that. I don't know. I'm pretty you all on top of everything, but you seen the video that came out of Triple G?
Hell yeah. You
Man,
seen
he
how
looked
chunky he
big
look?
as he looked big as hell, bro.
Word.
Man, I was like, damn, I didn't really think I thought he was retired, but like retired. Man,
Bro, he
that's
he
crazy.
more than retired. He married with children retired. That shit look crazy.
Man, I'm happy for him, you know what I mean? I'm happy for him. That's good. He gave us some pretty great fights, man. Shout out to Triple G, man. But
Damn, Bud out here in my country doing his thing. Look at this fucking guy. I can't believe
oh,
I ain't get to go to this damn fucking convention in my own country. Son of a
but
flying
isn't
fuck.
Dominicana?
Hell yeah, in Punta Cana, bro. I'm so mad, bro. By the time we found out, it was already like 2 weeks to this shit. It was too soon. That's like too expensive. Last minute like that.
Yo, nah, but on the topic, man. I mean, that's a perfect scenario, really. Like if Terrence gets the winner of Zoo, um, and Mendoza, but I don't know. Something tells me Mendoza's gonna, he's gonna upset a lot of people. You know what I mean? And then I
You
love that.
Vegas
I
bias.
love
You
the win.
Vegas bias, bro.
Oh, come on, man. I just think the dude's nice, man. Dude, he's got some skill, man. He's a little silky smooth with the boxing, man. I think he just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? I feel like he just came out of nowhere and started just showing up.
Mm.
And we know he puts in the work. I mean, based off the interview here on TBV, the voice of the people. I think the dude's dedicated. He's committed, and he's skilled, man. I think he's a little bit more skilled than people give him credit for.
For sure.
But that fight's definitely up in the air. I mean, I see it as a 50-50 fight. I boy. Uh, but yeah, man. I mean, if he gets the winner of that, that'd be great. But I really hope that Charlo fight happens. I don't know if I would really like the Canelo fight versus Crawford if he doesn't fight Charlo first, because it only makes sense if he beats Charlo. Then he has an argument for the Canelo fight. But like how CYP said, I I honestly agree with him. I see it as a lose-lose for Canelo if he doesn't go through Charlo first, because that way he has an argument for that. But other than that, man, I mean, it's tough. It's tough to really not see the heavy criticism behind that fight. If if he doesn't fight Charlo. I mean, he's three divisions below. I mean, that's already in the back pocket. But anyway, brother, that's my
You
call.
may
Thanks
feel
again
like
for the
it's your
great
time,
show.
but it's not your time.
All right, all right. That was Caesar. Looks like we got to everybody. Let me double check here. We got our poll. Terence Crawford gets the winner of Tszyu, Brian Mendoza. First option. Love it. Can't wait for it. 50% of you voted on that. 19% said not interested. Rather Bud versus Canelo. 22 said not interested. Rather Crawford versus Boots. Not interested. Crawford versus Spence rematch. 9%. Sheesh. Okay. I got to everybody. Last call for alcohol. Anybody wants to be on the line last minute? Now is your opportunity to call in while we wrap things up. We got Jordan Baker, 33 months on that champ level. Damn, 3 more champ. That's 3 years. Defending champ. Appreciate you, man. Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch me on the next one tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Peace.